This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Rum. Now, earlier today I had put up a list of what I consider the greatest Starfleet, space battle games ever made. And I left something off the list. Now, the way I do these lists, and just to make it pretty clear to everybody, is that I sit here and I think of something, and I don't look. I always do it out in the living room, and I have a pad and paper with me, and you know, whatever comes to my mind, then I make a list, and I go off the things that come off the top of my head, games that I remember, things that really stand out. Well, a lot of times I'll make a list like this, and you know, I may leave some things off, and I always put it out to you guys, and I go, okay, I can leave that off. I go, it didn't come to my mind, so I always go with what came to my mind first. But I think because of everything I've been through and how foggy things are, that I can't believe I left this game off. And then when I started looking on the list here, and I started, well, is that better than that? Yes. Is that better than that? Yes. Does this deserve to fall off? Yes. Is that better than that? And I started going, and before you know it, the game kind of found its place, and I went, boy, did I really drop the ball. So I decided to take that one down and reshoot this and put it where I really feel that the game belongs in my little world, at least. So we're going to do the top 10 all over again, and you can kind of see. Now, I'll go through this a little quicker, and instead of putting everything up in the corner, I will just run the entire list towards the end of the video, so you know exactly what game I really, you know, all 10 games. So in case you see this later on, or you hadn't seen this video beforehand, that you can you'll see that they'll go in number from 10 to 1. And what that'll do is, at least if you didn't know anything about these games, you at least see the covers of the games, and you can slow it down. And I'll leave the covers up enough so you can see it. So with the list revised, I really thought this over a little bit more, and I'm going to move X-Wing down to number 10. X-Wing, for me, the more I think about it, is how much this game has fallen for me, and you know, to put that at number 10, I actually had it originally at number 7, I believe, or 6, or actually I had it at 7, and I just the more I thought about it, the more I put it down and moved it down to number 10. At number 9 is a Steve Jackson game. I've got rid of 2 other Steve Jackson games, and I feel that Triplanetary is a very, very, very good game and deserves to be in the number 9 position. At number 8 is Red Alert. Now, when you think of Red Alert, everybody always thinks of Command and Conquer. But Red Alert is a game that is very much like Memoir 44. It follows the same thing as Command and Colors and their ancients, Memoir 44. There's been a whole bunch of different things that have taken this mechanic from Richard Borg and made it into a game, and giving enough variance that it's still entertaining. Well, the space battle version of this is a lot of fun. And it's something that is fun, has some real nice strategic feel to it, and it's something that I really feel that's a good time. So that is at number 8. At number 7, we put in Battle Stations. Battle Station, I believe it's from Guerrilla Games. Jeff Seidel. Very good game. You start out battling ships, but then they somehow beam aboard, and then the next thing you know, you're on another board with miniatures and fighting these battles on your spacecraft. Kind of walks the line here, but I really like Battle Stations quite a bit, and that is going to go into our number 7 slot. At number 6 is Interceptor. Now, this is a FASA game. It also had a couple other different variations to it. Leviathan, there was Interceptor, and, well, it's part of Renegade Legion, and it's a lot of fun. Really, really, really good, solid game. At number 5, from Flagship Games, a game called Starship. Now, you can use any types of miniatures with this. You can find this if you put in Flagship Games Starship. It'll take you right to their site. You can order and download the book. If you've got a bunch of ships that you want to get into action, I'm telling you right now, this is a fantastic game to really have a good time with. And then at number 4 is a newer entry. This is from Osprey Games. It's Billion Suns. The thing I like about this is that you're the head of a giant corporation. And being the head of this corporation, you are trying to get as many credits as you can, run as many missions as you can, and build bigger and better ships. And it's something so different that it's a lot of fun and really fits in there. Now dropping down from number 2 is actually Full Thrust. Full Thrust is a fantastic game from Ground Zero Games. This is an old 90s game. Again, the thing that always kept this for me from being, I think, this game continually going on, was a particular alien race where it just became a little strange and outside the box. So it drops down to number 3, but is still a fantastic game. If you go to Ground Zero Games, you can actually still order the ships, and I have tons of them. And there's an actual box set, which is just glorious. Number 2 is the mistake that I made, and I can't believe I forgot one of the greatest games ever made, and I don't know why it just escaped me. But how can you forget Starfleet Battles? Okay, I'm not going to include it in the list over here that you're probably going to be seeing running through starting right now. But Starfleet Battles, whether you love Star Trek or not, the Starfleet universe is something special. I just can't believe I left it off the list, but that's what I get from going from the top of my head. Normally I would go with it and go, yeah, you know something, it didn't pop to my mind, so I'm going to leave it off. If it didn't pop to my mind, then it's actually 11th. And then I started looking at this list, and I go, well, actually, Starfleet's better than this. Starfleet's better than that. Starfleet's better than this. Starfleet's better than that. And it made it all the way up to number 2, when I just sat there for the last couple hours, sitting there and thinking about it. And I want to thank everybody that had put in their 2 cents on this. I really, really appreciate it, and it really makes a big difference. Hey, everybody makes mistakes, and being able to go, wow, boy, did I drop the ball there. I did, plain and simple. Great game, love it. One of my favorites. I just can't believe I left it off the list. But still at number 1, and it's not going to change, is Silent Death. Silent Death is a game that you can play either a fleet of just fighters all the way up to battle cruisers, and it's just so much fun. I love the hex part of it. I love how they take hits. the damages that you do. It's just one of those games that's very special to me. It has a battle tech kind of feel to it. So does Full Thrust in a way. But when I was sitting there trying to think where these top three, I think I really feel I got it right, because Full Thrust, for me, doesn't beat Silent Death, and it doesn't beat Starfleet, but Starfleet is better than Full Thrust. But for me, it doesn't beat Silent Death. They're both two different types of battle type of games, where Silent Death is more wide open to creating, all kinds of different universes and aliens and stuff like that inside your head. Starfleet is a Star Trek game at heart, and it does everything fantastic. And who wouldn't want to command, the Enterprise? So it's very close, but I feel that I've got this list right. I apologize, and I thank you. This is why I always put out to it. Put something in the comments. I may have missed something, and if I do, well, guess what? It's just more work for me reshooting this. So, again, I got it right this time. I hope you enjoy the list. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We shall see you soon.